Hello everybody, it's Matthew Street, and as always, welcome to my channel. I truly appreciate you being here, and folks, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, then you know that I am a huge fan of raspberries. I love the Raspberries, one of my favorite rock and roll power pop groups of all time. And the Raspberries came very early for me in my life, folks. As you know, I'm a Beatles fanatic from the 1960s when I was a little kid with mom and dad buying me the records and all that. But as the 60s turned to the 70s, by then I was in full-blown pop music and rock and roll radio, AM radio mode. I just loved it. And one of my favorite artists to come out of that era were Raspberries. Love them. Have all four of their studio albums, have their greatest hits, have all their compilations. I just became a lifelong fan, folks. And if you've watched my channel for any length of time, and I may have talked about this book before, but back in 1993, almost 18 years after the Raspberries had broken up permanently at the time in 1975, one of their biggest fans out there, the author Ken Sharp, came out with this fabulous book called Overnight Sensation, The Story of the Raspberries. And there's Ken's name right down there at the bottom. This was a labor of love by Ken and a gift to all of us Raspberries fans, folks. Ken put so much time, effort, his heart and soul into this book. 350 pages long. 1993 it was published, as I said, chock full of so much great material, folks, on Raspberries and their incarnations before they became the Raspberries. This was the definitive tribute book to the Raspberries, a long overdue tribute to Raspberries. In-depth interviews with not only all six members of the band, but their producer, Jimmy Ienner, did extensive interviews with Ken Sharp for this book on Raspberries. Comprehensive discography of the Raspberries and all their music. Before the Raspberries, and post-Raspberries solo stuff was all covered in this book. Archival press clippings, press releases, concert advertisements. This is like the ultimate Raspberries scrapbook. You know, it's just like had everything Raspberries was in it. But unfortunately, folks, 350 pages long, a beautiful thick book, but it had been out of print for years. 30 years or so, this book was out of print. You cannot get it. Well, you can get it, but you have to pay like a king's ransom on eBay or one of those places to get this because it's going for hundreds of dollars. And sadly, many Raspberries fans since then have been blocked out of having such a beautiful, wonderful book by Ken Sharp about Raspberries. Well, folks, I'm here to tell you, hallelujah, the skies have opened up. The clouds have opened up and the skies have cleared and the sun is shining down upon us Raspberries fans because Ken, God bless him, he decided, I'm going to redo Overnight Sensation, The Story of the Raspberries. I'm going to redo it. But it's not going to be this. No, folks. Now, published in 2025, we have the upgraded version of Overnight Sensation, The Story of the Raspberries by Ken Sharp. And is it 350 pages like this? No, folks. It's now 800 pages like this. Look at the difference in the size of these books, folks. Look, feast your eyes on the old, 30 years out of print, and now the new. Here it is, folks. I just received my copy. I pre-ordered this a while back. It is there for ordering. I will put the link below to Ken's email. You have to email him, and he will send you the information how to send him the money to get this. But Raspberries, Overnight Sensation, The Story of the Raspberries, over 800 pages has been published, folks. And here it is in all its glory. I just have to, you got to feast your eyes on this for a minute. And look at the beautiful back cover, the detail in this back cover of Ken's brand new upgraded version of the Raspberries Overnight Sensation. Folks, not only are you getting the great stuff you got in the first book, Overnight Sensation, the 350-page version, you're getting all that. You're not missing out on any rare pictures or any rare stories, interviews, or articles. You're getting all that, but you're getting so much more. This is an expanded, super-sized edition of Overnight Sensation. This has all the interviews, but updated, brand new essays and interviews are in here. So you're getting everything else, but you're getting all new stuff with members of the Raspberries and the periphery in the Raspberries world, people that work with them and knew them personally, different celebrities who love the Raspberries and what they think about them. Their thoughts and words are in here. Unseen photos, but expanded. Many more photos that were not in the first edition and now in this big, thick 800-page edition. You're getting also, where this book ended with the end of the band in 1975 and what they were doing thereafter, after the breakup, this goes further because, as you know, in 2004, Raspberries reunited for a series of 16 concerts, putting out 2 live albums, and just, so it's all in here. The reunion backstory is in here. What led them after so many years after the breakup to get together in 2004, stay together till 2009, and do concerts and release concert albums. And there's a cool little tidbit near the end of the book here where they talk about a brand new concert film from that reunion is in the works and is on the horizon to be released, of the Raspberries in concert. So folks, I'm just here to say, I want to get this out to you. I will put the information below. Ken has an email he uses where you email him with your information and he tells you how to send him the money to get a hold of this book. And folks, as I'm standing here doing this, my arm was starting to get tired. I have to keep switching around here. This is a comprehensive 800-page monster of a book, but it's a beautiful book. It is one of the best comprehensive, massive biographies, scrapbooks, discography, everything. It's in here. Anything Raspberries you could ever want as a fan of this wonderful band, it's in this book, folks. This is all you need right here, okay? So my arm's getting tired. I'm going to do some curls and build up the muscles a little bit later, and then I'm going to sit down with an adult beverage and read this. But I just want you to know, folks, check it out. Go to the link in the description below and order yourself a copy of this right away. Because once this is gone, once it's sold out, I mean, this is so massive. I don't know if you'll be able to get it again in the near future. You've got to act now, folks. Oh, God, my arm's tired. You've got to act now, folks. Beautiful book. And I can't even attempt to try to show you what's in here, but all I can tell you is there's messages from each of the individual Raspberries, pictures galore. I can't even do it justice, folks. I mean, you've got everything in here: newspaper articles, clippings, advertisements, photos, interviews, history, stories, profiles of each band member. What is cool about it talks about even their extensive solo careers after the Raspberries, what they all did after the band broke up, how they came to come together in the 2000s and do the big reunion. It's all in here, folks. So I can't stress it enough. Get yourself on the horn now. Go to the links below and get yourself a copy of Overnight Sensation, The Story of the Raspberries by Ken Sharp. There's his name right there's Ken right there. You will not be sorry, folks. I am so excited to dive into this monster. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. How you go from this, which was wonderful, one of the best books ever written by a rock band, right here, and then look at now what we get. Oh, talk about value. You know, it's right here, folks. You're getting it all. So you're a fan. I'm a fan. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken, for doing this. We appreciate it. And that's it, folks. I'm out of here. But get yourself a copy of Overnight Sensation, The Story of the Raspberries, one of the greatest bands of all time. I love you all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.